was influenced by narcissistic, abusive, manipulative people who came into my life as friends, partners, for an extended period of time. It broke me inside. I lost myself. I wasn't functioning to my optimum best. The extent to which I was broken inside, how healing brought about incredible changes. So let's dive into it. I confused intensity for intimacy, manipulation for transparency or being assertive, micro annoyances, impatience, autonomy overload, solo planning for rites of passage, lack of curiosity for being busy. Trauma doesn't disappear, but it waits when ignored. I closed off to the outside world for more than a decade and went inward, healing. I built walls so high that even love couldn't reach me, and part of me believed that was strength. This relationship broke something inside me, not because I was weak, but because I didn't know what a healthy love looked like. And this is what I learned. The most important thing about myself: to set boundaries, to respect each other's space. By the end, I was emotionally ruined, disconnected, exhausted, and ashamed. I always put others first, so I pushed my desires deep down. There was no passion. I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. I was thirsty for more. I wanted more from life. Here's what I learned. I regained my faith and learned to stay away from toxic people in my life. Surround yourself with people who will lift you higher. I transcended an illusion, learned my worth, and to hold my worth worthy. I wasn't truthful and fair to myself. I was clouded. I had to come out of my old pattern and limiting thoughts to do something for myself. I didn't look at myself correctly. I wanted to change. I reflected. I mastered. I started loving myself, taking care of my needs and desires. I released what didn't serve me well, like negative thoughts, limiting thoughts, old patterns, wounds, traumas, anxiety, stress, tension, fear, doubts, hate, anger, and I have more clarity now. I'm in a better state. It was challenging. I moved from fear-based paradigm to care and love-based paradigm. When I released negative emotions and beliefs, I saw my body shift to a better state. I went through a big change in my mindset. I had put myself in an imaginary cage filled with illusions. I came out of it. I had a major breakthrough mentally. I did one important thing. I forgave them and moved on for my own mental peace. I stepped amazingly into self-empowerment and self-improvement. I am my own sanctuary. I depend on myself and do for myself. I pour into myself. I don't leave my soul thirsty anymore. I looked at my life and myself differently, and when I did that, I stepped into new fresh energy. I embodied my truth, which took me far. My desires, my wants, needs were back. After a time of healing, I was devoted to stand my ground and defend my energy. To the one filled with joy, freedom, and forgiveness. I did things that gave me joy, like spending time in nature, taking a walk in the park. I used to attend jazz concerts, a cruise along the Pacific Coast Highway, go to the beach, watch movie, listen to music. I was compassionate with myself. This is how I healed. Healing isn't about fixing yourself. It is coming home to yourself. I grieved the love that I never received. I stopped romanticizing suffering. I learned discernment instead of fantasy. I learned nervous system safety. Most importantly, I stopped asking why I didn't protect myself. This question changed everything. I learned to look for important things in a connection, like being comfortable, integrity, wisdom, respect, honesty, authenticity. Healing didn't make me perfect. It made me whole. I am no longer the person that I used to be. I don't choose from wounds anymore. I choose from clarity. I don't abandon myself to be chosen. I trust my nervous system. I trust my discernment, my intuition. I trust myself. And that, more than any relationship, is the real healing, is what I believe. I don't mistake anymore intensity for love. My next video is about healing journey, what I did to heal. Thank you for listening. Thank you for holding space for my truth. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, take care.